Hello RC fans, Racing 393, and for another video. So this is going to be another multi-part video, which will span, in this case, probably many months, if I'm honest. The car that I've just purchased for refurb and the best I can restoration is one that's going to be a bit of a mission. They still fetch good money even nowadays, and they're kind of, as you can see, it is a Kyosho. I'll get some information up in a minute, but I think at the time being, I believe this car came out in mid-80s, 1984 possibly. It's a 1/8 Nitro Kyosho. Yeah, I've actually got one, but it does need some work. So I will show you that one in this video. Quickly, we'll go around it and discuss where I go from there. But if any guesses, you're probably going to guess anyway. It is, and I will show you on the screen now. It is a Kyosho Turbo Burns. Probably in my childhood, it's probably one of the very first Nitro 1/8 scale car that I was aware of. They were so far out of my reach back then. We're talking, they came out in 84, didn't they? So I was into my RC then. I was coming up 15. I was 14 actually. Depends, not quite sure when these come out. I'll try and do a little bit of research. But yeah, I do remember these being raced in the model magazines, and I was reading about them, thinking, "God, they look good." Don't quite remember them looking exactly like that though, so I'm not sure whether. I'll be honest. I think that picture doesn't represent the true representation of what they looked like back in the day. I mean, I've restored completely it's on my shelf, a Kyosho MP5. It's very close looking to an MP6, slightly shorter, I think. The Turbo Burns four-wheel drive, well, down there, which you can't see at the moment, I have got a chassis, a rolling chassis, no motor, no engine. It did have an engine, but it wasn't period correct, so I didn't want it. So I've got to do a lot of research. But I think what I'll do is I'll show you what I've got, and we'll go over it in a little bit of detail, but not too much, because I don't know a huge amount about it. So let me just grab the car. So this is what I've got. It's a well-used, dug up from wherever, rolling chassis, Kyosho Turbo Burns. I don't even know if it's all there, if I'm honest with you. It's got no engine. I need to source an engine. I have an engine, a 1/8 engine, but it doesn't. It came off an MP5, but it doesn't fit this. So I do need to source some parts. But it all works. It does feel quite smooth. The running gear, suspension, shocks. Nothing's bent or broke that I can see at the moment. It's all fairly straight. So let me just show you a quick close-up. So you can see it's in a real state at the moment, but it's exactly how it is. You know, I haven't done anything to it. All I've done is wiped the chassis down a little bit because it leaves grease and crap everywhere. Tyres are sort of really hard, but the wheels are in good condition. They're standard and original Kyosho wheels. I mean, they could be aftermarket. I don't know, but they look all right. I mean, they look in really good condition. But upon further inspection, it just needs a good strip down and clean. I've also ordered some stainless steel nuts and bolts, so to replace them all on it to get it back to what I want it as, at least as a rolling chassis. Heaven knows how I'm going to get a motor in there, because we know how difficult that can be. I'll try and keep it period correct, if I'm honest. And this is going to be a really long project. I don't expect this to be over in a few weeks. Haven't really had a proper chance to look at it. It's the original exhaust, original fuel tank. I think there's things that are a bit loose, and that's the least of my worries. But all the transmission is smooth. The diffs all work. Suspension, you know, if these shocks are not bent, I'm sure with a clean out, they'll be absolutely fine. I mean, they are the original shocks. So I think the chassis has been a little bit mullered. I'll have to source how and what to fit in there motor-wise. I mean, the brakes even work. It's got like a typical Kyosho brake cantilever thing on there, and see, it works. You push like that, and when you sort of push back, well, that feels quite smooth, and then you activate the brake, and it's solid. So that's really good. That works superb. Just wants a clean up, and then I can get the thinking cap on. You never know until you get into these things of quite how involved they're going to be. But not bad, not an 84. We'll get it back running. So that's it. That's going to be my project ongoing. Like I say, I don't know how long it'll be. This is part 1. Don't expect part 2 just yet. I've got other things to do yet. Like that one over there that I was doing the other day. So anyway, let me know if you like it. Thumbs up, like, share. Give me some support. Let me know what I need. If you know anywhere I can get some of these bits, or a cheap car maybe, or a motor. If anyone knows, appreciate that. I'd like to know. But anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you. This is part 1, and I'll see you for part 2 eventually. Bye for now.